folks, back out on the trail. Well, not really the trail, riding around town actually. Last couple videos I picked up my wife as a rider. Last video my daughter joined us, so we had 3. Now we're back down to just me again. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to ride up to a park that we have up here. It's got a wave pool. I rode up to the park back before Memorial Day and the park wasn't open. Now that the wave pool and everything is open finally, and just kind of see what's going on out there. So I had a comment in on one of my last videos. I think it was the one with the cruise control, that it would appreciate seeing my current on the bike while I ride rather than the miles or anything else. So I've got my current going here. This is kind of a steep, tiring street right here. So as you can see, my current's at about 13 right now. And it's kind of a busy time of the day, so kind of have to be careful about crossing these streets. But I'm gonna go up on this bike path. Never actually ridden on it before, but it goes along this connector, connects the interstate to downtown Fairmont. Thought I'd just ride this on up to the park, because I have a feeling this is going to be pretty steep, continuing on this section. So let's see, make sure there's no cars coming. This is a little connector park here. My wife brings our daughter out. Well, used to. Now that she's 11, I guess she feels like she's outgrown those parks and doesn't really come out there anymore. I tell you, this is a pretty steep hill here. I have to use my mechanical gears quite a bit. You can see my current. I'm on pedal assist 2, which would normally take you at 10 miles an hour, and it's dropped me down to 7.5, and I'm using about, well, my current's at about 18 or 19, so the battery's working pretty hard right now. And this is one of the steepest areas that I ever ride. And you definitely have to put some human power into it. Very rare that I have to gear down to first gear on the mechanical gears. This is one of those times. But the bike is still taking me up, even if it is a slow rate of speed. You can kind of see the energy bar is at half. My volts say 45, 46 while I'm riding, but it'll go back up when I stop going up this hill. When I started coming up this way, I think my battery was at about 49 or 50 volts, so it wasn't totally charged up. So this is the entrance to the park. And over there's the wave pool. Looks like they're on a break right now. Let's take a little look around. I didn't mention it, but it is so hot today. Don't be surprised if I burst out into flames at any minute. But there's nobody down here on the tennis courts or the playground. Let's see. Let's go over here and see if anybody's on this side. Nope, nobody on this side. Yeah, we're way up here. Yeah, it's like a ghost town every place except for the pool. Oh, that breeze feels good. The thing I like about riding a bike is you can cover a lot of ground in places that you normally would have to walk to. And with a bike, if you can fit in between whatever it is that gets you there, you can pretty much go any place with a bike. And then to have it be electric on top of that makes it so much nicer. Yeah, this park is way up on top of a hill. I think my first battery test on a hill was coming to this park, and I went up a area that was a whole lot steeper than even the one that I came up today. And I cruise around here and see if they'll kick the wave pool back on. Looks like we got here during a break. As you can see, the energy bar came all the way back up. Let's see what the volts say. Yeah, the volts are back up to 49. So you can see whenever you have the bike under a heavy load going up a hill, it really makes it look like the battery's totally drained, but that's just while it's in operation. And the weird thing about wave pools, it almost seems like you're on a break from the waves more than they have the waves on. But I guess that's for safety. After fighting the waves for so long, it does wear you down pretty fast. But let's see what this little area is here. One thing that I really love about these fat tire bikes, no matter what surface you ride on, whether it's pavement or gravel or crushed stone or sand, you just feel so stable riding over it. If I run a 10-speed or something, I'd be worried about the bike sliding out from under me in something like I'm riding over now. Okay, I guess we just kind of made a little circle. But that's kind of what you do when you're out on a bike. You just kind of go out and explore and see where this goes and where that goes. Go down this hill. A little off-roading. You know, one thing about West Virginia, as opposed to other places, is it's not overpopulated. And there's just so many places you can go and just kind of find a place to sort of be by yourself and think. I guess I'll just have to come up here another time and hopefully it'll be going at that point. But like I said, it's hard to catch the waves on. Seems like they have it on for a couple minutes and then they turn it off for 15 or 20 and just rotate that. Let's see what's going on up this way. Big giant flag up there. This is interesting. Not sure what they're doing. Kind of a little maze. I don't know what this is. Whatever it is, they're still working on it. And I know people say that it's hard to steer big tire bikes, but these are some pretty narrow passageways that I'm able to go through at about 1 or 2 miles an hour. Tell you, I'm gonna give this wave pool one more try. See if I can catch. Well, you know what? Let's go this way. Big old helicopter. Look at the pool from the other side of it. Hey! Finally get to see the waves going. Yeah. It's kind of like having the ocean up here on top of a mountain. It's pretty cool. Still can't believe how few people are here. Huh. It's kind of weird. Maybe all the people were here during the day and got tired and left. I don't know. Let me show you. It's a pretty good viewpoint from up here, how far up we are. Yeah, pretty nice view from up here. All right, well, we finally saw the wave pool actually waving. Yeah, and this is the Vietnam War Memorial. Got full-size Huey and everything. Let's see here. Yeah, might as well go back to the bike path. Whoa, this is pretty steep. This is the way I didn't come up earlier because I knew this was way steeper than that sidewalk or the street. See what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, got this gigantic black cloud coming over us. Hopefully I don't get caught out in the rain again like I did a couple of videos back. So back there at the park, where I stopped and kind of showed a view out over the city, now you can see how far we've come to get all the way back down to it. Pretty far. But it's all been downhill, so that's not too bad. Let's see here. I'll take this way back home, I guess. Tell you what, I forgot my gloves again, and you can definitely tell a difference in the tingling of your fingers depending on if you have gloves or just bare hands. So I would suggest anybody that's going to do any kind of riding, get some bike gloves. They've got padding in them that kind of absorbs a lot of the shock from the handlebars, which is a big help. And we're back to where we started, local Baptist church, parking lot. Let's see here. I was out about 39 minutes. I only went about 4 miles, and I'm down to 47.8 volts. I started about 49 or 50. We went up some pretty steep hills, so kind of gives you an idea. If you watch a lot of my other videos, at the end of them I usually go over how many volts I've used. So for 4 miles, for 7, we're at about 48 volts. We used about 2 volts for 4 miles, and a lot of that was downhill, but the same amount of that was uphill, with a big guy like me riding on here. So bigger than average anyway. So you can kind of see how much battery is used depending on the terrain that you're on. The whole ride that I did with my wife and my daughter was 7 or 8 miles, I think. And I think I used about 4 volts, I guess. Yeah, about 4 volts for about 8 miles or so. We've gone 4 miles today, and I've used about 2 volts So, you know, you double that and it actually comes out to pretty close to even. But like I said, you know, there was a lot of uphill that I did at the beginning, and mostly drifting all the way back down to here. So I guess it kind of evened out somewhat. Take that however you want. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, share these videos with your friends. We'll try to get a bigger community going. It's been great so far. I guess I've been making bike videos for 2 or 3, well, probably about 3 months now, and getting close to the 300 subscriber point, which is pretty good. So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoy the videos. That'll help me out greatly. But until the next time, you guys have a great evening. God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.